Hi everyone, I hope you are all safe and healthy with your family and friends. In this video, we are going to learn about 11th Standard Accountancy, Chapter 8, Illustration 6, Bank Reconciliation Statement. From the following information, prepare the bank reconciliation statement as on 31st December 2017 to find out the balance as per the bank statement. Listen, based on the question, we will show up the balances of cash book and passbook. So we have been given here balance as per the bank statement, which means balance as per the passbook. You can understand this question, it is based on the passbook. Okay, so balance as per the bank statement means business maintains the credit balance. Listen, what business maintains? Business maintains the credit balance. It is the favorable balance. It is the positive balance. Okay. So we have to clearly understand that we need to use the opposite method. So what we have to use? Whether we will use the original method or opposite method. They given us bank statement, balance as per the passbook. So we have to use the opposite method. If they given us the balance as per the cash book, we will use the original method. Okay. But here what we given? We given here balance as per the bank statement. So we need to use the opposite method. Are you clear? Okay. What is meant by opposite method? Opposite method is nothing but whatever is to be added or increased in the passbook, as per the opposite method, it is to be subtracted. It is to be decreased. That is called opposite method. So, in upcoming transaction, we need to use the opposite method because we have given here balance as per the bank statement, balance as per the passbook. Okay. Okay, before we are going to enter the given transaction into the bank reconciliation statement, we need to prepare the format of the bank reconciliation statement. Okay, so to write the bank reconciliation statement as on 31st December 2017 as given in the question. Okay, and you know three columns, that is particular columns, inner amount column and outer amount column. We prepared. Okay, then you need to write the balance as per the question what they given. In this question you have given balance as per the bank statement 6,000 rupees. So to write balance as per the bank statement 6,000 rupees. Let's read the transaction one by one. Okay, the transaction is checks deposited on 28th December 2017 but not yet credited rupees 2,000. Listen, when the check received from the outside party, what you do? Immediately it is recorded in your cash book, right? Which means your cash book will be increased to 2,000 rupees. Your cash book is to be debited, isn't it? After recorded in your cash book, then only you went to bank and you deposited that 2,000 rupees check into the bank. And then what happens in the bank? Listen, the deposited check not yet credited. Why? Because it will take 2 days or 3 days or 4 days, even a week to clear the check. Okay. So if the check cleared only, it will be credited in your bank. So the deposited check not yet credited. Okay. So not yet credited. Your past, what happened in your passbook? Your passbook it shows decreased 2000 rupees. Because your check yet not credited, your check not cleared. So your passbook will show 2000 rupees decreased. Okay. So what we have to do? We need to use the opposite method. Because listen, bank reconciliation statement shows the same balance on both passbook and the cash book. So for that we have to use the opposite method. Okay. So listen the passbook. How do we use the passbook opposite method? If passbook shows decreases or decreases, what as per the opposite method, it will be increased. Listen. Deposited check not yet credited. So your passbook decreased. Now we use the opposite method. What is the format of the opposite method? What is the rule of the opposite method? Whatever is to be decreased in your passbook as per the opposite method, it will be increased. Okay. So this transaction will be increased, which means this transaction will be added. So in add column, checks deposited but not yet credited 2000 rupees is entered in inner amount column. We entered. Let's read the next transaction, that is checks issued for 10,000 rupees on 20th December 2017 but yet not presented for the payment. When the check was issued by the bank, but when the check was issued by the business, it's like made payment through check. Okay, cash payment through check. Okay, how much rupees? 10,000 rupees. Okay, what you do now? After issued checks, 10,000 rupees checks, it is immediately entered the payment side of the cash book. Are you clear? After issued checks, what you do? Immediately it will be entered on your cash book in bank column. Issued check means paid check. So cash goes out. So your cash book will be decreased. Are you clear? Your cash book will be credited. Your cash book will be decreased. Your cash book subtracted 10,000 rupees. Are you clear? Okay. Then what happened in the bank? What happened? After recorded in your cash book, what happened in the bank? On the same day, the issued checks amounting 10,000 rupees have not been presented for the payment on the bank. Okay. So, which means on the same day, the check has not presented for the bank. The check was not presented, made payment. That means not deposited into bank. On the same day, when you issued a check to third party. Okay. When you issued checks on 10,000 rupees, you immediately subtracted 10,000 rupees on your cash book. Okay. But the check not yet presented for the payment means into the bank, which means that check on the same day the check was not deposited into the bank. Okay. So what happened in the bank? In not made payment in the bank only, the passbook shows 10,000 rupees increased because the check was not presented for the payment in the bank. So what happened in the bank passbook? The bank passbook shows 10,000 rupees decreased. What we have to do? In the bank reconciliation statement shows same balance in the cash book and the passbook. On both the book it shows the same balance. So here we have used the opposite method. What is the opposite method? Whatever increased in the passbook, as per the opposite method, it will be decreased. Here passbook 10,000 rupees increased. So as per the opposite method, 10,000 rupees decreased. So for that, in this transaction, we have to subtract it. Okay. So on less column, we have to write check issued but not yet presented for the payment, and 3,000 rupees is entered on the inner amount column. We entered. The next transaction is interest on debentures directly collected by the bank, not recorded in the cash book, 4,000 rupees. Say for an example, the bank may collect interest on dividend and interest on debentures, interest on investment, interest on debentures, interest on dividends directly. Okay. The entry for this will be made in the bank statement on the same day. When they made collection, the entry was made in the bank statement. So the bank passbook will be increased because the bank directly collected the interest on debentures from its directly collected interest on debentures. Okay, so 4,000 rupees increased in the bank passbook. Okay, what about the cash book? The recorded not in passbook, record not entered in the passbook. So no entry made in the passbook. There is no change in the passbook. Why? Because the business accountant doesn't know that the bank was collected interest on debentures directly. When the bank statement received by the customer only, the entry is made in the cash book. Listen, come to the point, interest on debentures directly collected by the bank. So, the bank passbook in 4,000 rupees increased in the bank passbook. What method we are using here? Whether original method or opposite method? Here we are using the opposite method. So whatever bank passbook increased, as per the opposite method, it is to be decreased. Are you clear? So this transaction will be subtracted. Decreased means what? Subtracted. So on less column, we have to write interest on debentures directly collected by the bank, not entered in the cash book, and 4,000 rupees is to be entered on inner amount column. We entered. The next transaction is insurance premium on building directly paid by the bank, rupees 1,000. Sometimes bank may be instructed to make payments such as insurance premium, installment of loan, etc. as an agent of the customer on behalf of its customer. In such case, when the bank paid directly for the insurance premium 1,000 rupees, it will be immediately subtracted or immediately decreased in the bank passbook. Okay, paid means cash goes out. So in the name of insurance premium, bank directly paid 1,000 rupees. So bank passbook will be decreased 1,000 rupees. Bank passbook shows debited. So 1,000 rupees subtracted in the bank passbook. Here we using the opposite method. Okay, which means if bank passbook decreases, as per the opposite method, it is to be increased in the passbook. So 1000 rupees is to be increased in the passbook. In this transaction, we have to be added. Okay. This transaction is to be added only. In add column, we have to write insurance premium on building directly paid by the bank, and 1000 rupees is entered in the inner amount column. We entered. The next transaction is amount wrongly credited by the bank rupees 500, which means by mistake 500 rupees increased. Credited means what? Increased. Okay, added, increased. So bank credited 500 rupees means in bank passbook shows 500 rupees added in bank passbook. Okay. So this is the wrong credit. Amount wrongly credited by the bank 500 rupees. So our bank passbook shows what? 500 rupees increased. We are using the opposite method. So whenever bank passbook increases, as per the opposite method, it is to be decreased. So bank passbook is to be decreased 500 rupees. So this transaction will be subtracted. In less column, we have to write amount wrongly credited by the bank, and 500 rupees is to be entered on inner amount column. We entered. Now we need to find out the balance as per the cash book. So for that, we have to find out the total amount in the add column. That is 2000 plus 1000, we will get 3000, and that 3000 we have to enter in the outer amount column. Then we have to add that 3000 with 6000, we will get 9000, and that 9000 is to be entered in the outer amount column. And let's take the sum of the subtracted column. That is 3000 plus 4000 plus 500, we will get 7500. That 7500 will be entered in the outer amount column. We entered. Then we have to subtract 7500 from 9000. We will get what? 1500. So this is the balance as per the cash book, rupees 1500. Do you have any doubt? Please comment it on the comment box. Thank you. Take care.